through the sky like Mercury is close to the sun. Feel the heat, you're done. Catch the fever, spread your wings. Living dreams is mystical. We weather through the storm. Liberty, reborn it like a lynx. It's a battle cat.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, yo? Welcome to another edition of We Got Next for Tuesday, July the 11th. What's happening, y'all? What's good? Apologies for Sunday. I wanted to go on, but I just was not feeling good. So my apologies to everyone who joined us, and I was not there. I changed the schedule early Sunday morning. I was just had a stomach bug or something was going on, but we're here today and we are fire, ready to get lit, ready to make some money. What's up, Luis, my guy? What's good? Paul Vu, Tatiana G, Martinez, Anthony Diaz, Kel Pope, what's good? Fargo for president. My guy. All day, baby. All right, so what's good, man? Let's start it off with be quick and short, quick and sweet, and make this money. Nuno, what's good? So first up, we've got the Storm taking on the Mystics, coming from New York after a good outing in New York. They're headed down to Washington to take on the Elena Del Don list, the Shakira Austin list, and let me just double check. G could probably tell me before I find out, but is Natasha Cloud out? The line movement tells me that she's a game time decision, but I'm kind of thinking she doesn't play tonight. So we might see a big dose of Lee Men tonight. So we'll see. Lee Meng, whatever her name is. Lee Men. Anyway, yeah, so you already know where we're going with this game. Straight up, all day, every day. Mystics first half, -2. And the over 80. The Storm, I want to fade the Storm early in this game. The Storm had some travel issues. They were set to take a flight on the 9th, which was Sunday after the game, to DC, but instead had to jump on a bus and take the bus down to Washington, DC, a 5-hour trip down the Northeast corridor of I-95 from New York, from Brooklyn to Washington, D.C., and the Storm are in Washington and had a day to relax, but that's a short-lived relax because I think I'm pretty sure they're jumping off and heading to Atlanta after this, I believe. So hopefully they get a little better travel. Their traveling's a little bit better than what it's been. You know, they flew into Boston the other day. Drove a couple hours, had to drive on a bus a couple hours to go to Mohegan Sun for that game, and got blown out, and then took a bus ride down to New York City and played a real good game there. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens tonight, but I do like the Mystics first half. They didn't cover the last first half, but I think they get it done tonight. And the Mystics over has been kind of the thing these past few games for them. And at that number 80, I'm comfortable with taking it, and I've already taken it. So they're the two plays I have in, and I got talked into a bet. Well, not really talked into a bet, but a buddy of mine, Otto, had hit me up and he liked the Storm tonight. So I was like, you know what? Don't give your money to the bookies. Let me have it. So we'll see. I'm not real comfortable taking the Mystics full game, man, but I'm more comfortable taking them full game at home than I am on the road. So what the hell? I gave up the 6 to them, even though it's down 5.5 now. But we'll see what happens. You know, a little friendly bet in between friends, and hopefully I can come away with shaving a little bit off of the bill that I owe. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, Otto. So again, on this game, I'm on the Mystics first half -2 and the over 80. Next game up, we have the Mercury, the New Life Mercury heading into Las Vegas to take on the Aces. Aces are 17-point favorites. and the total's 170. And it's funny because I've been putting money on the Mercury every game, and I did not on Sunday. Do you believe that? Of course they win. Isn't that crazy shit, man? I dump all this money on them all year, and I don't, and they win. So, and I'll tell you what, if I had it to put on them tonight, I would kind of put it on them tonight. Like the Aces first half at home have been my bet, along with the first half over. But I'm staying off of that Aces at home first half just because I want to see how the Mercury come out, man. If they're not up for this game, I don't know what's up. So I think that I should be able to get a better number than I think it was 9.5 that I saw for the first half. So I'm gonna stay off of that and look to live bet that. But I did take the first half over 86.5 in my pocket. So that's all I have for this game so far. And the Aces have just been so money, man. Taking them on a live bet. Live betting them this year for me. That's kind of just the way I like to roll when it comes to the Aces. So let's see what you guys have to say here. Joe Hill, what's good? Sorry, my nose is itching. Joe Hill, what's good? Dan Stotter, what's up? Brian Stevens, cloud is probable, G says. We will see. What, probably not playing? And Paul Vu says Mystics first half is the way. What are you over here watching? The Mandalorian? Daryl Turner, good afternoon, Tease. Early leans on Mystics first half spread, Aces first half money line. That's it. Damn, Daryl Turner, you on that Aces first half money line, man. I need to hook you up with Mikey, bro, because there's no way that I am dropping $800 on. I mean, you should win it, but you never know. And it's not worth $800 for me to find out. G. Martinez likes the Mystics. Daniel Slager, good afternoon to you too, my guy. G says he'd go to Merc too, so maybe that is the way to do it, man. I like when G and I line up, man. So I think it's worth a couple. It might be worth a couple of dollars for me to throw a little pregame plus 17 in there. I think I may do that, G. I think you got me there, bro. I think you got me there. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in that game. Nothing much. Half unit on there. I mean, what the hell? I've lost so much money betting on these Mercury. What's another $55, But I honestly do think they cover that 17 now. I really do. Daniel says, I like the Aces team total over 93.5. That Mercury defense is real bad. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me see what I can get that at. Totals Vegas 76.5 for the Mercury, 93.5 for the Aces. As far as this goes, the last game when the Mercury played the Sparks, I mean the Sparks were missing a lot of people there, so I guess that's not really. I mean, we might be looking at some fake shit there as far as a win goes, man, just because of the Sparks missing the people they were missing, and the Mercury getting a 6-point win out of there. So, and that game only had 150 points on it. So, I mean, I see what you're saying with the Mercury defense, but I mean, if you look at these the Mercury's last few games, I want to say that they've been trending under, but I didn't really look at that. So let's just take a look. Against the Lynx, it was a 75-64 game. Versus the Liberty, yeah, that one went over like crazy. But that was at the Barclays Center, man. They love playing those overs at the Barclays Center. And then the game before that against the Lynx, it was 86-76. So what's that? 162. And I think that game, I want to say that game was around 160, 162. So that game might have snuck over. If it didn't, it just stayed under by a hair. I don't remember what the total was in that game, but I know it was right around there. I want to say it was like 163 or something, man, to be honest with you, and it stayed under. And game before that against the Fever, they scored 148 points. So I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm there as far as the over goes in this game. 170. I mean, if it goes over in this game, you really got to think that your team total with the aces is going to hit, and the aces score 100 points. I mean, I think that's the only way it gets over, to be honest with you. So, but I honestly do think they cover the 17, man. And if that's the case, then I don't know, man. I don't know about the total. It's not something I was looking at. It's not something that I'm interested in other than the first half. I mean, I like the total to get into the 90s in the first half. And, that being said, you know, they should be able to score. I mean, 80 points is a lot to ask for the second half. The way that this game, the way I see this game going, in all honesty, um, they should be able to. But we'll see. We'll see, man. Like I said, I'm not on that full game total, so I'm just on the aces first half over, and and that's it. And I'm gonna put a half unit on the Mercury at plus 17 and look to live bet the aces, hoping that the Mercury come out and come out and surprise the aces, and I can get a lower number than that 9.5. I know that's going to be tough. It may be better for me to look at the first quarter to try and hit that first quarter aces, see if I can get that number down to a pick maybe, but they've been really, the live books on the live line has been really stingy with that first half because the aces can be, you could be tied with the aces with 2 minutes left, and then the aces end up winning the half by 15 points. It's just ridiculous the amount of points they can put up in the last 2 minutes of the first half. I've been in spots where I took the over, and that shit was looking dead in the water, and the next thing you know, it covers by 3 points. It's like, wow, this team's really got it like that, man. So Mo Harris, what's happening? He likes the Storm to win outright. They've been playing good basketball lately, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I can see where you're saying that, but I just can't trust them. They got spanked up by the Sun and had that 6-point first quarter, which totally fucked us on the over. I knew that 6-point quarter was coming, 6 to 14-point quarter was coming. I just thought it would be the third or fourth quarter. I didn't expect it to be the first quarter to start the game out, and that lost me a lot, man. I had that first half total over wrapped up 6 ways to Sunday, man, and it really fucking hurt me. So yeah, there's no way I can I could jump on the Storm. I mean, I like what you're saying and stuff. If the game was in Seattle, yeah, I might be thinking that way. But the Mystics can play without EDD, and the big question is going to be: is Natasha Cloud playing? G says G thinks she is. If she is, then yeah, I think it's a Mystics night. But we'll have to see. We'll see what happens. I don't have. I only had the first half and the first half over, so there are my spots right there. And like I said, a little side bet with a buddy of mine, and no biggie. Let me see. G says I feel like aces win by 12. All right, think they can win by 12.5, bro? I'm fucking with you. Nah, I feel you on that, man. I feel you on that. I think you're asking for a lot here. Not a lot, but I think you're going to get a motivated Mercury team here, man, to be honest with you. This is a good team they're playing. They have to be up for it. And this would be a big confidence builder to themselves if they can keep this in a respectable margin. I think this could make or break this Mercury team psychologically, to be honest with you. If they end up getting blown out in this, how do they come back from it? That's what I'm thinking, because I think they're in the mindset that they're playing good basketball and can hang. So my big question would be, if they get blown out, how do the Mercury come back from it? So that's another reason why I think they can cover this. They cover this 17 tonight, man. They're desperate. They're coming off of a win. The only team I think they've been able to beat this year has been the Sparks. Actually, I think they won one more somewhere along the lines, but I'm pretty sure that the Sparks have been really the only team they've been able to beat. They beat the Fever. That's right. They beat the Fever. Actually, they beat the Fever twice, and they beat the Lynx. Damn, they're squeaking all kinds of wins out here, man. I wasn't even paying attention. They beat the Lynx on the 25th of May. They beat the Fever on the 11th of June, and they beat the Fever on the 29th of June, and they beat the Sparks on the 9th. So there you have it. Yeah, that's another thing I'm worried about is Jewel Lloyd. I haven't heard anything. She's a game time decision. That's going to be a big. That's going to be a big. That's going to be big. If Jewel Lloyd is out, man, there's no other way to look. I mean, I haven't seen that line move. I saw it move down a half a point. That's what was making me think that that Natasha Cloud was going to be out because of that line went from 6 to 5.5 at Caesars, and yeah, so it's making me think that Natasha's not going to play. But if Jewel Lloyd's out, that line that line moves a lot, and it hasn't. So I would tend to think that she plays tonight. I just can't see her not playing. That'd be just too much for this Storm team. That's too big of a piece they're missing. I mean, Deutschik's been decent, but she can't pick up all those points that you're going to be getting out of the Black Mamba. And she had played. I guess Jewel Lloyd had. Let's take a look. She had 14. She only had 14 against the Liberty, and they actually played a really good game there, man. And but you had Sammy Whitcomb was huge in that game. She had 19 points. She went 2 for 7 from 3, but she was making buckets, dropping buckets. She was over 50% in that game. So if they can get another game out of her like that, and the I don't even want to try and say her name. I'll just say Dulcie. Dulcie Fancam Mendejeju. Something like that. If they can get a good game out of her, she had a double-double against the Liberty. So, they need a good game out of her and Ezzy. With with Shakira Austin being out. So we'll see what happens with this, man. I can see where you think the Storm can keep it close. It's just a matter of, are the Mystics going to be able to put together a whole 40 minutes? And if they do, it's going to be at home, and I think they can cover that spread tonight. So I didn't put anything officially on it, and we'll just see how the game goes. Jewel Lloyd has to sit tonight or against the Dream before one of these games before the All-Star break. Yeah, we got the All-Star break coming up on, what do they play, Saturday or Sunday? So we'll talk about that later in the week. I think, let me see here. We have tomorrow. Tomorrow there are 2, 4, 5 games tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games tomorrow. And then that's it. We're off till Sunday, or till Saturday night, the All-Star game. Last year it was on a Sunday. It's on a Saturday this year. So I think it was on a Sunday last year. So you got a quick turnaround for Seattle, playing tomorrow night down in Atlanta. So you would think she would sit one game, maybe. They can't really afford to sit her. And if you do sit her, I would think it would be tonight. And then try and catch the Dream, but the Dream have been hot lately, so it's just a matter of pick your poison. But I can actually see her playing both games unless she's really hurt, and if that's the case, then she better not play on Saturday. So let me see here. What else you got to say here? Brian Stevens says, seems to me Aces get big leads and slack off and allow garbage time points. One of these things about the Aces, and I really like the bench player Kirsten Bell, and they're just not. I don't understand why Becky Hammond isn't giving her more time. They played her a couple games, and she was getting more time, and it looked like she was going to be in the rotation. But then the last few games, she hasn't been there. I don't understand it, because I think Kirsten Bell she's a good bench player, man. She comes off the bench and she balls. I got mad respect for Kirsten Bell. Anthony Theus, any thoughts on the early games tomorrow? Oh, we're playing tomorrow afternoon for real? Oh shit! Oh yeah, 12 o'clock games. No, I haven't even looked at them yet, but I'll take a look at them tonight, and I'll check my schedule and see if we can't get in here. Get in here tomorrow before those games start, because we've got 3 games that start at noon and 1 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll check it out and we'll see what happens. But other than that, man, I'm good to go unless you guys have anything else you want to talk about. But I'm going to jump out of here and not waste too much of your time here. Once again, I want to thank everybody in the chat, everybody that's just out there watching. Please do me a favor, hit the like button, comment, and let's make some money tonight, man. I'm on the Storm Mystics first half over 80. I'm on the Mystics first half -2. And I am on the Mercury Aces first half over 86.5. And I'll be looking to live bet the Aces first half, if not first quarter. If I can get them around a pick in the first quarter, or if I can get that first half line, say around 6, under 7, I think I'd be interested in that. We'll have to see how the game goes, but that's the target numbers that I'll be looking for the first quarter and the first half. And depending on the scoring output, how that goes, if I can get that line dropping for the first half, I'll take the under again. And if I see it up too high, maybe I hit the under for the full game. So we'll have to see how that works out. But I think if I can get that line in the 180s, perhaps close to 190, I'll hit the under most likely for the full game. So once again, I'm on the Mystics first half -2. I'm on the first half over 80, and the first half over 86.5. And then I'm going to put a half unit on the Mercury just to say what the fuck and take the 17 points. See what else you guys have to say before we get out of here. Yeah, they are early, man. 2 at noon and 1 at 1. It's craziness. Appreciate you, G. Appreciate you, Daniel. Daryl Turner, thank you. Brian Stevens, the best WNBA show on the internet. I can't agree with you more, my guy. And please do me a favor, y'all. Bet responsibly, and let's make some fucking money tonight, man. I'm putting a couple dollars on that first half over in the Mystics game. And the Mystics first half, I'm going to parlay that as well. So I'm going to invest a little bit more into those 2 plays. And even, I wouldn't be parlay teased if I didn't throw all 3 together in a parlay. So I appreciate everybody out there. Thank you very much for showing up. And please, I will do everything I can to get in here tomorrow and get these 3 games, get some insight on these 3 games. Hopefully I can do that for you, and then maybe come back at 3:45 for the last 2, or maybe even just do them all. But please don't. I'm not promising anything. That's early starts, and I got to see what's going on. I didn't check my schedule, so I might have an appointment with my pillow. So we'll see. But I'll try and get plays out on those once the lines are available tomorrow, and we'll make some money then. And once again, I appreciate everybody out there. Please bet responsibly, and I will see you all tomorrow. And my name is...
On deck, time to fall in. The money's coming all in. With teeth we ballin'. Like time for us to hit a little grinding spree. But no peace till we hear that Britney Griner's free. Sparks fly high through the sky like Mercury is close to the sun. Feel the heat.